Intelligence System Analytic Computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online.
So, this week's idea for Massive, it's my turn this week, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, but you cheated.
I kind of cheated. Basically, my idea for Massive this week was given to us through a question. So the question came from the Spaniard over on our Discord, and he basically asked, what do you think of the idea of a hunter for each player in a group at an extraction, and maybe one hunter spawning in a map section for every player that goes manhunt? Now, I want to, I'm not going to answer that, because I'm going to basically turn it into my own idea. And I want to basically bring hunters into the LZ, into landmarks that we kind of discussed, I think, the other week. We wanted landmarks in the open world.
Yeah.
I think we were about faction wars and stuff like that. Now, I know this is going to pretty much cause some controversy, because I know Luke is not a big fan of having hunters outside of survival, because survival is paid content. But I kind of think now everybody's got their money's worth with regards to the season pass. Personally, season pass, that content should be free for everyone to play, especially with the dwindling player base. If people found out how much content was absolutely free, they would go straight ahead and pick up the division, because they ain't got to worry about season pass on top. Anyway, that's completely besides the point. So I want to bring hunters into the LZ. Well, how am I going to do this? I would like legendary style hunters in either landmarks or perhaps in place of where some of the named bosses are. And these would be available for players whether you play as a solo player or in group play. But I want them to be harder than the hunters that you get in survival. Only slightly, but enough to give you a bit of a challenge when you're doing it. And basically, the idea would be that the hunters, if you kill one of these hunters, they would give you, I'm not sure what the percentage would be because I haven't quite decided, but either be a 10% or a 25% XP boost to the player in PVE activities or DZ activities. So you'd get DZ caches or field proficiency caches a lot quicker than you normally would. Or increased percentage of Phoenix credits earned, and this would be for the week. So and it would be a maximum percentage that you could get. So maybe you could have, I don't know, you kill 10 hunters to reach the maximum of 100% buff, because each one is going to give you 10%.
Similar to buff. The Nightfall buff, but it stacks, yeah?
Yeah, basically you stack how many you kill, and I'm not sure whether to have them permanently in the dark, not in the dark zone, in the LZ, so you can farm them all at once, or if you have them randomly spawn throughout the LZ at random times of the day.
Can I just put my 2 cents in? What if, because people do this a lot, when you go and farm the LZ bosses, right? For those sweet MC gloves. What if randomly when you kill a boss, that triggers a hunter to try and chase you down?
That would be pretty cool. But instead of chasing you down, you have to fight. It's kind of I'm guessing Pokemon Go. You're just walking past it and it's no? Okay. I don't know how you can play that game. It's fine.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. Please don't Pokemon Go. But the idea for me is, I think the idea of hunters is really cool, and having them outside, and I know from a lore standpoint of view, it could be I don't know, a hunter's escaped and you've got to track it down and kill it, and it's a person at the end of the day. It's kind of weird. But I like the idea of getting a buff for currencies, because we've got all these gear sets and we're trying to be diverse, and it all costs currency, and I know you can go rerun missions, and we're all going to be doing it because of global events and things like that. But how cool would it be if you're doing a couple of missions or weeklies, and then you get a hunter spawn on the map, and then you can take down the hunter and you can choose, all right, okay, so I'm running low on Phoenix credits. I can apply the buff to that. Or you can apply the buff to, I play a lot in the dark zone. I'll go, I need more Dark Zone funds. Let's, apply a buff to perhaps how many DZ funds you get or something like that. I think having something that would maybe reduce the grind for currency a little bit more, whilst bringing hunters into the LZ would be kind of cool. But I mean, that's just my idea, I guess, for this week.
Leaderboards, like weekly, how many hunters you killed.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of competitivity to it.
But it would literally last for a week. And once you got to the end of the week, that would be it. It'd reset. And I do kind of like the idea of having it random, so you don't farm them all at once. You have to play it, and if it appears, you have to go chase it down. I really kind of like that. Because that way you're not like stacked at 100% for the whole week. Obviously, if you play it like all freaking day, you could probably be stacked, if you know what I mean. You could probably be at that maximum 100% for like increased buff for the entire week. But like if you had, I don't know if I'd have a high like 100% buff for like Phoenix credits, but say you got an extra, I don't know, 20 or 30% Phoenix credits per activity that rewards Phoenix credits. That would be pretty cool. It just increase how many times you're having to run something and less of the grind. And then, because obviously everyone needs like Phoenix credits for rerolling weapons and things like that.
You'd have to be a bit careful though, because not all the currencies are scaled the same way. So like putting 100% on like Phoenix credits is going to be different to putting 100% on like normal credits.
Yeah, I think
it's a good idea though.
I think Phoenix credit, not so much Phoenix credits, DZ credits and XP. So if you have like XP, think about it this way: you have 100% XP boost for and you have 100% boost applied to XP. XP does field proficiency caches. You could put together a build that buffs the amount of XP. Because you can have XP builds. I had it with like a defense build and go rerun like a certain mission so many times, and you would have so many field proficiency caches drop in, which would increase what? What do you get from field proficiency caches?
Loot.
Not only that, what's included in that loot?
Phoenix credits.
That as well, but very high chance of
exotics.
That's the one. So you're increasing like the player
cheese
wanting to do the amount of cheese that you want to get.
Cheese.
The only other idea, instead of having like a buff for currencies, a way to change it is I kind of like the idea that they're bringing in with classified gear caches, where you have to run like the events, get tokens, to get classified gear caches. The only other way I could see this working is if you kill a hunter, you get a token, and you can basically go and buy a specific gear cache. So you can go buy like a final measure cache, but it could give you any of the 6 pieces that are included with any random stat. But you definitely get a piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, final thoughts.
It's a good idea. I like it a lot.
Okay. Well, that's this week's idea for Massive. Awesome. Anyway, that is the show for this week. Thank you, as always, for listening to SITREP Radio, and we will catch you in the Dark Zone, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.